We cannot continue to fight a war that ended 56 years ago. Soludo warns Ndi Igbo. In a clear confirmation, Soludo have repeated what Peter Obi says before 2023 general election, that Biafra died, I think then he said 54 years ago. That was 2022. You understand? So 2022 to 2026, that is 4 years down the line. Soludo came back again to tell the whole world that there's no need for the Biafrans to agitate. He said that we are fighting the war that ended 56 years ago. Is that the accurate, is that a clear situation here? The answer is no. Why do I say the answer is no? Is because Biafrans have moved on, but the zoo still never moved on. That is the question that I remain unanswered. I repeat, Biafrans have moved on, because if Biafra are still fighting war, there's no anything that will make any Biafra man to go all the way to Sokoto and build a mansion, all the way to Kano, Kaduna, Meduguri, even in Zamfara. In fact, even inside Sambisa forest, Biafrans, Igbos are building mansions there, dwelling there and doing their peaceful business. But the people who never moved on are the ones, these charlatans, these idiots that call themselves governors, are siding to mutilate their own people. So now you are claiming that Igbos are the one now who are fighting Nigeria instead of Nigeria, instead of the other way around. Okay, let us dissect this message now. Please. I don't want to hear, you talk trash. Let me just calm down to analyze this message. Our roads, both locally and federal, express, even the roads that are not good, in all the whole southeast have been militarized. Killing, mobbing, kidnapping, disappearing our innocent youth simply because they address, they reference themselves as an IPOB. What is the meaning of IPOB? Let us come down to analyze this. IPOB simply means indigenous people of Biafra. Nobody need to be a member. That someone somewhere registered an IPOB as an organization does not make any Igbo man to say that he is not an IPOB. All the governors, senators, in fact, from beginning to the end, as long as you are born of an Igbo man, whether in Biafra land or outside Biafra land, you are an IPOB, not a member. You don't need to register to become a member of an organization they are being born into. Arewa, people identify themselves as Arewa. Nobody buy them, no militarization. Even though those areas are the place that needed most security presence. But no, look at what they are doing in Biafra land. See, these idiots do not see anything wrong in that. That our area, in fact, our aged mothers and fathers cannot go out there to sell their farm produce in peace, if not being bamboozled, if not being by tortured, if not being by maltreated by Fulani in uniforms, all in Biafra land, killing us, because to us we have moved on, but to them the war have not ended. You can as well, but let me ask this question, please. The last time I made comments, I said something about Abia State. Every state in the southeast or in Biafra land have one thing or the other they used to know them. So it seems like the Anambra people now are being known by sabotage. I'm sorry to use that word. My best friends are from Anambra State. They never sabotaged me or betrayed me. But moving forward, you can find out that every people who are fighting this Biafra struggle, all of them are always, in fact, the ones who are vocal are from Anambra State. Peter Obi came out the other day and told us that, all these are prominent men who have levels. When they speak, society listens. Peter Obi came out just simply because he wanted to become the president of the zoo. He denied Biafra and said that Biafra died 54 or 52 years ago, according to him. Then after that, 4 years time, Soludo from Anambra State, who is also a governor, a serving governor, a current governor, doing his second term, even after campaigning in the platform of Biafra, because Nnamdi Kanu said there's no election, he pleaded and begged, using Nnamdi Kanu's influence. They tell people to go and vote. People went and vote. After voting him in, he received the seat, he turned his back against the same Biafran people, the same Anambra people. And I'm hearing people that Ogechukwu is from Anambra State. Please, if I'm wrong, correct me. Who used his private jet to bring Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, from Anambra State, Ifeanyi Uba? Who bring that vigilante group in Anambra State that is spying our people, using it for drug dealings? Is still Ifeanyi Uba in Anambra State. That I think it's AMG, Anambra, AMG, Anambra. I don't forget that their name. Why is it that from this section of the country are the ones that are always vocal? Despite the fact that I know other states are working underground to make sure that Biafra never existed, because it's going to spoil business for them. But the people who always come out to make all these vocal statements are the Anambarians. They said Uzodinma is killing Biafran youths, which is, there's no doubt about it. Even we know that he does not have his words of his own. But Uzodinma have come out in so many occasions that say that the killings and the insecurity in Imo State, particular, that have nothing to do with IPOB or Nnamdi Kanu. Is there an Anambra State man can ever make that such a statement? A prominent man, even if you are ex-governor? The answer is none. I am not here to taunt my Anambra people. Please, you people are the best in terms of helping each other, in terms of making sure that the wealth circulated. But behind every successful man, there is something behind it. I mean, there is something attached to it. And behind every successful woman, there is also something attached to it. And behind every word that has been spoken on this Biafran struggle, there is a hidden agenda that we are not aware of. But in due time, it's going to be revealed. Because the only thing that can last the test of time is truth. Every lie have a expiry date. Soludo have come out now to let the whole world know that the Biafrans that are fighting, you should not listen to them, that they are a bunch of criminals. Don't forget, Soludo is the one who came out to let the whole world know, not Nigerians, so the whole Africa, the whole world, to tell them that the Biafrans that are crying of Christian marginalization say that all the whole killings, he said 99.99% of killings, abduction and everything that happened in Anambra State is Igbos. I do not doubt that there's no any bad eggs in among us. But he cannot tell me that 99, okay, let's say 100, he said 100%, because when he said 99.99% are all Igbos, that means there's no any external bodies. He's still on that convention. Let me just shock you. He's still on that convention or the commission where he made this statement. The party is still going on. Fulanis invaded, I think, what do they call this? Waiting be this guy, waiting be this, name. I think, Aguleri. Fulani invaded there, massacred our farmers, aged mothers and fathers, raped the ones they can rape, and then made away with their cattle. The message get to Soludo, he didn't get to announce it. Just for you to tell you that you lied. The Fulani said he even defended because of his position, because he wanted to the second time. We thought when he get the second time he had bread, but the stupidity have continues. Let me read what he said, what he wrote here, please, so that somebody will not say I don't talk too much. Even all the whole words and all my statements here are in accordance. The governor of Anambra State, Charles Soludo, has warned Igbo to desist from agitation over the Nigerian civil war. You hear him? Speaking on Thursday during the Rough Lion and Parade ceremony marking the 2026 Armed Forces Remembrance Day at Ekweme Square, Oka, the governor stated that the war ended 56 years ago. He urged the Igbos to redirect their energy towards national participation and development, insisting that there was no justification for continuous violence and bloodshed in the name of agitation. This is the idiot that told us that in his first tenure of 4 years is going to make Anambra the Taiwan of Biafra land. When it become obvious he cannot do anything, in fact he's not even performing. Do you know what he said? The same idiot came out and told us that Anambra residents in Anambra said that they are all illiterate. That was why his plans cannot work. Nobody is talking about Taiwan in Anambra State again, Taiwan in Alibu. Nobody talking about that again. That one campaign promises, and that one have been swept under the carpet. But Chukwumacha Soludo, Yasa Ananya, look at, use what is happening to Malami and every other person out there to advise yourself. Because if you think that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is with you, Tinubu is going to rule and is going to leave. You don't know who comes next. It might be your own, your worst rival. And then, from being a governor, you can as well be an ex-convict. Malami is AGF. From being ex-AGF, now is ex-convict. Changing from one cell to the other. Because to him, when he have the power, he think that all is well. That nobody is going to do him anything. Forgetting that power is transient. If it fall for you today, my brother, use it well. Chukwumasa Soludo, you have been using your power, your office, to intimidate and silence Biafrans. Simply because of the nonsense agreement you signed with the zoo. But don't worry. They will teach you the same lesson. And you are going to learn it the hard way. Let's continue. He said the people of the Southeast must redirect their energy towards active participation in national affairs and the collective development of Nigeria. We cannot continue to fight a civil war that ended 56 years ago by hiding in the bushes and killing ourselves, which is lie. January 15 marked the official end of the civil war, and that chapter of our history must remain closed, which is God is going to punish Chukwuma Soludo. Anyway, I don't blame you. Are you not the one that born Ozuna? Na internet. Armed Forces Remembrance Day is observed to honor Nigerian heroes. You can honor Nigerian heroes, but you cannot honor your Biafran heroes. On a Biafran Day or Biafran Heroes Day, you will tell everybody to make sure they open their shop or you will knock them down. On our way done, on the try. He said Nigerian heroes who lost their lives during the Civil War and the subsequent effort to preserve the unity of the country. You are honoring Nigerian heroes, but you could not honor the Biafran heroes. The day serve as a reminder of the enormous sacrifices made to keep Nigeria united and the need to ensure that such a tragedy never occurs. The governor is also appealed to armed groups and bandits operating across the country to lay down their arms and contribute positively to national development. Soludo stated, "This is the moment to remind the people of the region that the civil war has ended and that we must take our rightful place and show interest in the affairs of this country. Many people in Anambra State and the Southeast have lost confidence and interest in the national participation. I urge them not to lose hope in Nigeria. The youth in the region must consider careers in the military, police, and other security agencies." Chukwumasa Soludo, what is the work of your Ozuna? At least let us start from there. Your Ozuna Nemezuzu online, take him to become a police. In fact, as a governor, if he wants to become a military, he will have rank. Take him to become the police or military. They must see themselves as co-owners of the country. We don't want. If you do not join the police or the army in the next 15 years, you will be complaining about the absence of senior military officers from your region. I urge you to express interest in serving Nigeria. And people are there watching him. Nobody will raise his hand and tell Chukwumasa Soludo to call his son, let him come and join. The governor appealed to armed groups and youths claiming to be fighting for Biafra to abandon violence and embrace reintegration. I want to call on our brothers in the bushes who claim they are liberators to come out. Human beings do not live in the bush. We appeal to you to come out and participate meaningfully in building the state and this country, he stated. My people, I don't have much thing to say. I leave it to you guys. If what Chukwumasa Soludo says is the right thing to do, please comment. If that is not the right thing to do, if you have anything to tell him, please drop it at the comment section. One word for that Oniberibe called Chukwumasa Soludo. No worry. He must learn and he will learn the hard way. Let him ask Ekweremadu, Rochas Okorocha, Ken Nnamani, Chimaroke Nnamani, and many more. They are still going to understand that the reason why the Biafrans are fighting to liberate everybody. Have a nice day. I'm a good luck and church bless us.